Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name's Hannah. Thanks for watching. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thank you for joining me. And my name's Hannah. I'm a knitter, mom, and I design children's knitwear in my spare time. I am doing something a little different for the month of December. I'm releasing a weekly video, and I'm also including some of our daily life content that is more holiday themed. So we don't do a ton of, exciting things every day, but I wanted to include just some of the highlights around everything being so festive. This week I'm going to share a little bit of just daily life activity, and then I'm also going to include at the end a little bit of our experience going to Disney on Ice, which will be kind of crazy. We haven't gone yet when I'm recording this, so my husband got tickets from work, and so we're gonna go and see. So I'm interested to see what that will be like, how Ollie reacts. Hopefully he likes it. But by the end of the video, you will know how it went. If you want to watch my previous video, I'll include a link to that. The festive highlights were looking at poinsettias with my family and picking out a Christmas tree. And the last one, which I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for your kind words. I shared a little bit about the book Advent I made for my son. I'm not a super crafty DIY mom, but I loved this. This was the most fun thing, to collect books all year, get excited, and then wrap them up for him. And see him open them. He's loved it so far. He's only rejected like one book, and he's read it after that. He just didn't want to read it then. So yeah, thank you so much for your kind words about that. That meant a lot. It resonated with a lot of people. Just I ended up doing like some new, some thrifted, and some books that were already his. And so yeah, it was fun. It was a blast. But anyway, for this episode, I'm wearing my Kerti sweater by Orlane of Tete Beche knitwear, and yeah, I love it. I just love it. I knit this fall, so it's relatively new to my wardrobe, and I wear it pretty often. I knit it out of good wool. This is olive oil, pink dawn, yes, and heirloom white, yes. So those are the colors I used, and I knit it to pattern. I believe I knit the second size or the first size, but I will put that in the description, how much ease there is and all that. I didn't do any modifications except for I shortened the sleeves a little bit because they were going to be kind of long for my arms. Yes, I love it. I wear it all the time. Good wool is one of my favorites. It's kind of a classic yarn for me. I know if you've watched my videos, you know I talk about it a lot. Okay, so I only have one finished object today, and it's not dry. Fun fact, it has taken longer to dry than it took me to knit 2 sleeves on this sweater. So I knit the Lento Sweater from Laine Magazine, number 11, and I used Isager Eco Soft, which is a cotton alpaca blend. So I think that's why it's taking so long to dry, is the cotton content. I also forgot to towel it off like when I blocked it, and so I just laid it out. It was late at night, one of those like, I just found off, I'm so excited, I'm gonna block it, it's gonna be dry tomorrow. And then yeah, I laid it out and it was so wet, and so I lifted it up a little bit to tilt it, like to lean, try and get the water to drain out, and so much water just like rushed out of it. So I really need one of those screens that you lay it on. Someone mentioned, maybe they DM'd me, I'm not sure, but they made their own, like with a big picture frame or wooden frame, and they just put screen on it and they laid their knits on that. If you don't have to pin your knits, that's really helpful. So I kind of want one of those. I'll probably just order one instead of making my own, but I thought that was an awesome hack. It would definitely help my sweater dry. But we'll see. I'll put some pictures in and I'll have it next week. It'll be dry then, so I can share it then. I loved knitting it. It was so fast. I have never knit a sweater on such large needles. The pattern called for US 10. I don't know the millimeter size, I'm sorry. But I knit it on US 9 for the gauge, and it went by so fast. Like, I think total from when I cast on to when I finished, it was like 2.5 weeks. And clearly, like, I didn't work on it the whole time, but yeah, it took me only 2 evenings to knit both sleeves. I knit them 2 at a time, which I got a lot of questions about. It's very similar to knitting socks 2 at a time. It's basically the same, I think. However, I am incapable of knitting socks 2 at a time. I've tried so many times, I just can't get the cast on right. But so I knit the sleeves 2 at a time, and it went really fast. I don't do it that often, but I need a quick win, and so I knit them at the same time. It was everything I needed to like get my knitting going again for myself. And yeah, I knit it exactly to pattern. I knit the first size, the body to pattern, sleeves to pattern. So yeah, I'm excited to show you guys, you know, how it looks with the ease and all of that. Yeah, so that's my finished object. And since I only had one, I decided to bring back a from the archives. It's not focusing. It's focusing on me. Oh, okay, there it is. Wow, it looks so good. So yes, see all that, the motifs. This is the Snofrost hat by the Petite Knitter. Just one more close up because it's so good. I just love the motifs on it. I just think they are so good. I knit this for my husband 2 years ago, actually. Yeah, as a Christmas gift. And I wanted to totally surprise him because, like, I usually just knit when we're, you know, watching TV in the evening or driving in the car, and so it's hard to surprise him with a knitted thing because he knows what I'm knitting. He always asks, he's very kind about that. So I knit this like during the day, or say like, okay, I'm gonna go up to bed, and then I would knit on this. And I actually, yeah, so I knit it and then I blocked it. He found it blocking because it was in my closet, and I was like, okay, well, you can just try it on. It was way too big, so that was unfortunate. I think I overcompensated. I knit the largest size, but then I went up a needle size because his head was bigger than the largest size, so I think I just like massively overcompensated. So it was too big for him, and so I actually ended up knitting it again. I frogged the whole thing and knit it again. So yes, it is really big. Like, oh, that's cute. It's comfortable. I actually kind of like it being big. I don't like when my hats are like super tight. So I would wear this, but anyway, so I knit it again, which wasn't like a super big deal, but 2 years ago I wasn't a super experienced knitter, and so I yeah, felt like a lot to reknit it. But it was like before I knew about like a tubular cast on, all those things that I don't know, that I would definitely do now that I didn't just didn't know about then. I need to reattach the pom-pom. It's a little floppy, but he's been wearing it a lot this year. So I used Brooklyn Tweed Arbor. I absolutely love it. I think it looks gorgeous for the color work. It's like non-superwash, but it feels like springy and squishy, and yeah, I want a colorwork sweater out of this. She has a the Petite Knitter has a sweater with this motif, but the Brooklyn Tweed Arbor for a whole sweater might be out of my price point right now, but maybe I can like save up for it and I'll have one next winter. But yeah, I really like this hat a lot. I'd like to make one when Ollie gets a little bit older, to make one for him so they can match. And yeah, I don't know, it's just like really soft, and memories, mostly memories of like frantically re-knitting it, trying to finish it before Christmas. I definitely didn't. I finished it the week after because I was like very devastated that it didn't fit him at all. Just wanted to share it before it gets like all pilled up because he's been wearing it a lot. So now for my works in progress. I have a new one today. This is So I mentioned I'm a knitwear designer. I know most of you are returning viewers, so you know that. But this is my design. This is a gift knit. It is gift knit season for sure. I've seen so many people talking about gift knits and so many memes and, you know, funny things about it, and how it's hard. It can be really hard to finish everything. I set a goal for myself to not be stressed about gift knits this year. I switched knitting gifts for my immediate family to their birthdays, and so that has helped a ton because I'm not knitting them a gift knit. That sort of takes the fun out of it for me, but I have a lot of thoughts on gift knits, which I will share at a later date. But I am gift knitting this for a little baby, sweet baby, and this is my pattern. It's called Micah's Raglan. Can you see it? There it is. It has cabled raglan seams. Otherwise, it's a simple construction. Yeah, I'm sure you'll see this finished soon because I have to finish it by Christmas. So, yes, I think I've done 3 of the 7 like increase sections. And yeah, this is like a cornflower color. It's Cascade 220 worsted. I think it's the Superwash one. Yeah, it's Superwash because it's a gift, and so I was like, it needs to be washable. Plus, for a baby, lots of stuff, you know, happens when you're a little person. But yeah, that is just something that is new on my needles. I cast it on last night, so I'm hoping it will go quickly. I'm knitting the 3rd size, which is 18 months. Yeah, need one for myself. I do like this color a lot. And, you know, I'm gonna go on a tangent here. This is my best-selling pattern by far. Like, it has far surpassed all of the patterns of mine that have done well. And I am trying to pinpoint what it is about this pattern that people like so much. I have a lot of repeat knitters, which, thank you. I feel honored that you made it again. But what it is that makes people want to knit this one? Yeah, so if you've knit this pattern, can you tell me why you like it? Because as I move forward in design, I want to get to know like my ideal customer, ideal knitter better and what they like, so that I create patterns, you know, with my inspiration, but tailored to what you guys like. Obviously, if you're here for like adult knitting content, then ignore this. I'm glad you're here. But just for my kid knitters, I just want to know what it is so that I can like continue that and make patterns that you guys really, really like. I don't know what it is. I have things about this pattern I love. It's definitely probably my first or second favorite pattern I've designed. So like, I know what I like it. I like the sewn bind off. I like the rolled cuffs. I love the cabled raglans. But why do you guys like it? That's what I want to know, so that, yeah, I can make more that you guys really enjoy knitting and gifting and all of that. Okay, tangent over. Now I'm going to share some footage of Ollie and I going to a bakery. We love coming here because they have vegan cookies. I am dairy free, and so it's nice to find somewhere that has like delicious vegan cookies. I found a lot of places lately that have them, but this is one of our favorites, and Ollie has been very into cookies lately. I think it's the holiday season. There's just more cookies out and about, but he loves them. And so everywhere we go, like, we have been getting cookies. So I let him pick out, you know, what do you want from the bakery case? And he's like, cookie! It's so cute. So I can't turn that down, obviously. So we split a cookie and we got a loaf of bread for this week. And I just loved how it was decorated and everyone was so kind to Ollie as usual. And yeah, it was just really fun to get out and see what decorations people have put up. Okay, now for my other works in progress. I am working on my scarf still. I've made a lot of progress. I only have this much left. Whoop. So I'm making a scarf for myself, Berry Fiber Co. Woolberry Merino and Little Fox Surrey. Yes, it's so soft. It feels so good. I said before, but sometimes I just wear it around the house when I'm cold. But I'm reaching the end and I'm like having a dilemma. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna run out of this one first, and so I don't think this is long enough though yet. And I don't want to buy another one just for this much. So I'm like, do I add a contrast color, like just to do a color block sort of thing? I could add green. I think that would fit, like a foresty green, not quite this bright. That would fit. I could add like a cream. I have like a more like this color. Just add that to the bottom and just have it be a contrast. I don't know, should I get some more Surrey? I don't really know what to do. Like, should I make stripes at the end, like on one side? Yeah, I'm having a dilemma, but I had to take the needles off because I needed them for this one. So it'll be a while before I pick that up again. But yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm running out of yarn. It's pretty long, like, yeah, it's pretty long, but it's not like as long as I want it to be, like to wrap it around, like, yeah, I think I want both sides to hang down like this. So I need at least this much more. And I don't know that I'm gonna have that much more from the yarn that I have. So I don't know what to do. Regardless, whoops, now I'm all tangled up. Regardless, I think I'm going to love it. I just want to make sure that it's like the right fit for my wardrobe. I really want something that I can wear all the time. I can just grab and know that it's going to go with, you know, my attire. This is pretty much like it's not a neutral, but it like fits with, besides this that I'm wearing currently, it fits with like everything I wear. Like lots of, you know, it could go with black, it could go with denim, burgundy, light pink, green. So it's kind of just like perfect for my, wow, that is so pretty. Yeah, it's just kind of perfect for my winter wardrobe. But I need to finish it soon. Oh, it's all stuck. Okay, but I need to finish it soon so that I can be warm when I go outside. This is my Fringe Supply Co. bag. Sadly, they are no more, but I have little buttons on it. Panda. Go. Okay, my last work in progress that's active. I put aside my dad's sweater so I can focus on this sweater because the deadline is sooner. But yes, this is a pattern right now that's in testing. So I have finished the second sleeve, and but see, there's a difference in the sleeves. So this is a pattern that's in testing right now. It's my design, and my testers are amazing. If you're testing and you're watching, thank you. You guys are the best. But it's my first time designing like a sleeve cap. This one's better, you can see. So because I have shaping right here in the underarm, I needed a slightly set in sleeve. I don't know if you can tell that it's set in, not really. Can't really tell that much. But it's slightly set in because of the slight shaping here at the underarm. Anyway, so after my first go with the testers, I decided to sort of elongate the sleeve cap. So I knit this from the first pattern, or from the first draft. So I knit this with the longer sleeve cap, which you can definitely see right here, from the second draft. And so I need to frog this sleeve and make it like this one. And I need to bind off the ribbing. I haven't yet. And I pulled the needle out. Oh well, that's an easy fix. But I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this week. This is the week. Yes. So that is something that's in progress. Frogging the sleeve, re-knitting it. I actually really love sleeve caps because I like short row shaping. I think it's so cool to watch the sleeve just like, I don't know. It's awesome. If you haven't done that before, people tend to avoid them in knitting. People say they don't like them, and I feel like they just help with that fit. I like the underarm shaping, especially for a children's pattern. That's not a drop shoulder. So drop shoulders often have like a gap here, that just a lot of extra fabric. And that's not a big deal, like as much for you and me, because we're like big people, we do big people stuff. But little people, when they've got like 2 inches, you know, just like right here gathered up, it, you know, may not fit in their coat. It might be annoying to them. Like, I'm definitely going to design a drop shoulder pattern in the future. But for this one specifically, the yarn already has a lot of texture, and so I wanted to make it be a little bit shaped, just so there's less gapping for the little peoples. Anyway, this yarn is the Bouncy Boucle yarn base from Sharon of Ray Knits. I'm using the Toasted Sesame. This is like a collaboration project, so my test knitters are also using this yarn. A lot of them are, not everybody. Not everyone's using Boucle either, but that was the design intent, was to use this super textured, cozy, comfy yarn. I'm stretching it, that's why it's gapping. This, I haven't blocked it yet, but it blooms when it's blocked. It's beautiful. I actually have seen a lot of hand-dyed companies now putting out Boucle yarn. So I know Sorella is dropping some yarn that's Boucle. I don't know, I've seen a lot of teases for new yarn bases, so I'm wondering if this is what they're gonna add. But I love it. I definitely recommend it. If you are looking for a pattern, now you have one. This will be out in the beginning of January. So yeah, it's super warm and fluffy and soft. Big fan, Sharon, big fan. Definitely gonna use the extras. I think I might make Ollie a hat. Maybe a coordinating hat set. That would be cool. Okay, that's my last active work in progress, and I have an acquisition this week. So this was recently on sale from Webs, which is yarn.com, and I purchased it. This is Eco Plus Merino, and it's 478 yards. It says US 9 to 10, so I think it's technically a bulky weight. I've used it before though, and I would say it's more of a worsted, just based on like looking at it. The colorway, this is Walnut. So I've never really knit anything that's brown, like a true brown. So I've done a lot of beige or white or cream, but brown is new to me. So I was thrilled to see this on sale. I have 3, so that's way more yarn than I would need. But I thought it'd be good for gifting accessories, maybe a hat for Ollie or my husband. But I really want to hold this with something to make it be like a true worsted. So I'm thinking about maybe a mohair. I would like to knit, one sweater that I'd like to knit is the Moby sweater by Petite Knit. I'm also thinking about the Billy sweater by Nordland. So this is what I would like to use for that. If I do a mohair, I think that would still work. If I do a Surrey, I think I would make it more like just a stockinette pattern, because I've learned you lose a lot of that stitch definition with Surrey, which is fine. I just need to know that before I start knitting cables with it. But yeah, so I think I've been eyeing Little Fox and Knitting for Olive to hold with it. Yeah, I am excited to try it. That's all I have to say. Yeah, my first brown garment. I promise not all of my garments will be brown from now on. I just want to try it and see how it fits in my wardrobe. I wear a lot of denim and black, and so I think that this would just be a nice addition for the next year. I probably won't cast this on until like the new year for sure, especially if I have to order something and wait for it to come in. But yeah, added that to my stash. If you haven't seen my stash video, that was 2 videos ago. So yes, that's what's in my stash. I was concerned about getting a lot of critical feedback, like you have too much yarn, or your setup is so ugly, or something like that. And people they didn't say that. Everyone was really kind. I got a few like, oh, this makes me feel better about myself, which is fine. If I make you feel better about yourself, that's great. Like, I'm comfortable with it. Like, my husband knows about it. It's not a secret to anyone. I intend to use the yarn that I purchase. I usually think about it for a long time before I purchase it. I don't know. I'm comfortable with it. I hope you're comfortable with yours too, however you purchase or store, whatever. But anyway, everyone was really kind, so thank you. Yeah, okay, one last thing before I share our Disney on Ice footage, however it went. Yeah, the last thing, I wanted to say thank you again as well, because my channel just got monetized, which was a big milestone I was hoping to hit before the end of the year, and I did. So a big thank you for watching my videos, subscribing. If you haven't, you can subscribe now and leave me a comment, just so other people see my videos. But yeah, that means a lot, and it's exciting to me because it means that even though it's probably going to be very small, I don't have like big aspirations of becoming like a content creator, but just adding that small, however small, little bit from my channel means that I can keep doing it and I can keep spending my free time making these videos and sharing what I'm knitting. So thank you. Thanks for watching till the end, subscribing, liking, all of that. It means a lot to me, and yeah, I was just excited. It came a lot sooner than I was anticipating for my own personal goals for my channel, and yeah, I'm excited. I don't plan to change my content. I don't plan to add like a lot of clickbaity, things. That's not my intent. I just, yeah, I'm just excited because it means I can keep doing this and I can keep sharing, and you guys are watching. You like it? I don't know. Thank you. So that was this week, and I just wanted to say thank you. It does mean there's gonna be ads, but yeah, thank you so much for doing that. And now the footage you've been waiting for. Anyway, I hope that went well, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend and happy knitting.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Your hosts, who spread magic everywhere they go. Please put your hands together and make some noise for Knitting Now.
Okay, Ollie actually really enjoyed this. It started off with Frozen, and he hasn't seen that, but he listened to the music a little bit beforehand, and I think he really liked it. He thought the snowman was funny, the reindeer was funny. We were so blessed because through Phil's work, he got these tickets, and we had these awesome seats and lots of snacks, and Ollie could go walk around, and there was a whole room that he could just run around and talk to new people. And I think that is what made it so great, because he had a great view and he could still get up and walk around if he wanted to. And he got a new Mickey. The second part was Encanto, and I actually loved it. It was so bright and colorful. I thought it was so fun. I like that one a little bit more than Frozen. Here are some donkeys dancing. That was super funny. I think it was more for the adults, but that's okay. They were actually hilarious. Ollie thought they were pretty funny too. We didn't stay that much longer after this. We didn't make it to the end. But overall, Ollie really liked it, and he didn't get scared at all, and he got a new Mickey to come home with. So definitely a win for our family. Oh yes, here's Bruno. The crowd was going wild when they saw him. It was funny to see what other kids are into. Overall, it was really fun, and Ollie had a blast with Mom and Dad. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful weekend.